and I attended
I was very much interested in learning digital marketing course for a very long period of time, but I don't get a proper platform. So later for my college, I get to know about XLR and I enrolled in XLR course. It was really good experience. Our course has been taken by Mayur sir, and he was very good teacher. He not only focusing on theory part, he is doing how real digital marketing works. And it was in total very good experience. I get so much of knowledge. Here they're not only focusing on study, they're also conducting different exams to test our knowledge. And as we are giving the exam, so to appreciate our work, they give certificates for the toppers, and along with the certificate they give hampers. Thank you, XLR.
Recently, I was searching for digital marketing courses online in Google, and I came across XLR and I attended a digital marketing course which was for 15 days. My mentor Mayur helped me for attending these classes. So he is a very informative and helpful guy. In the course end, there is a exam which I topped, so I came to the XLR office in Bengaluru. This digital marketing course has helped my career and my skills to develop, and the certificate has helped my company to join. Thank you, XLR.
I came to know about this course from my college. Actually, for learning platform, this is very nice, and I learned from here ChatGPT and AI from online. Vikas is teaching for me for AI generative and ChatGPT. We are using this technology in more. And after finishing the courses, I came for collecting the certificate. I seen the classrooms and faculties. Classroom is very nice. After the completion of exam, they will give gift and certificates. Thank you, XLR, for giving these courses. I learned a lot from this. I gained the more knowledge from here. And thank you for XLR for teaching us.
Hello guys, I'm Vikram Mahajan and I'm studying in Swami Vivekananda Institute of Technology College, and I came across a training program which was mobile app development using Flutter, which was given to us by XLR Solutions. I came across this program through my college faculty who told us about this program, that it is a very good course and you should enroll in this course. So I enrolled in this course, and initially I felt really good about this course because they started everything from a very basic point of view, that even if someone who doesn't know anything about Flutter or anything about mobile app development can also learn the same way the ones who know about it are learning. So no student was left behind and everyone was given equal attention. All the doubts throughout the course were cleared, and if we had any questions also, we were like, the trainer was also ready to stay for a longer time than it was scheduled, even for the sake of doubts. So that shows how important the students are to them. So it was a really good experience with XLR's program, and by the end of the training program, I was able to develop my own application. And through the development also, there was another point. Yeah, so our sir taught us about how we can connect our own mobile phone to our laptop and write code in our laptop, and you can see the output in your phone, which is really creative and interesting for me. I felt really good about that. So in the end, I developed my own mobile application. I showed it to my mother, I showed it to my friends. I felt really good about it. So I would really suggest XLR. I would recommend it to all my friends to take courses from here, as they focus on the children, focus on the students, and they focus on what's necessary, that is the students' doubts gets cleared and everything else. So today I came down to the XLR office to collect my certificate. So I got to know about what other courses XLR is offering. It included data analysis, data analyst, social media marketing, and full stack Java, and many more courses which were interesting, and they gave us an insight of how everything happens. And they take you through the course from the starting of the course to the end, and what next, that is placements as well. How you should be going into the interviews, and how you should be approaching to companies, your resume building, and there were so many things which XLR is going to help you in, and they are ready to give you all the knowledge required, even if you are a beginner. So I really felt good about this visit, and I would really recommend XLR to everyone who's listening to this, and also to all my friends, that I had a very good experience with XLR, and I would suggest you to experience the same. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Satish and I am from Swami Vivekananda Institute of Technology. I am here to share my experience about XLR program. I took part in the XLR program that was conducted in the last month about the mobile app development using Flutter.
XLR team has been received me with such a care and pleasure.
I am the part of this XLR since 4 months. From the third month itself, they have conducted the placement sessions from the third month itself, and this is the fourth month, and this is the 98th percentile is one of the placement drive I have attended so far, and attending to this drive is such a good experience for me. All the HRs and the team made us feel very comfortable and confident.
XLR helped me a lot, and I experienced a lot of things today. So I'm really hope to be placed in that company. I'm confident about that. Thank you.
This was my first association with XLR. I had got a call from Miss Shubha, and we fixed a drive here. Today when we came here, I was not expecting much, but the hospitality was too good. staff is quite cooperative, and it's like a happy-go-lucky kind of a environment here when it comes to XLR people. When it comes to candidates, yeah, we have got few candidates and they are all agreeing to all our terms and conditions, and I hope they join the organization and work for us, and I'm expecting long-term association with XLR people, with more recruitments or more collaborations with them.
XLR has been a good partner for us because we found some of the candidates were excellent, and we wanted people with good business experience, not only just the Java or whatever full stack development or whatever they were being trained on. They were also people with a good background knowledge, and whom we have really shortlisted, and we assume that they are going to make a good career in BusyBrains.
XLR arranged our placements for the BusyBrains company. I felt good. I hope that it will be positive for us and change our lives in IT sector. So thank you, XLR.
Hi, my name is Revant. I joined XLR's course of data analytics. While the course was going through, the faculty were very good. They were guiding us really well, and they were providing in-depth insights of the industry. We were taught the latest things, we were taught what the industry needs, and after that, post completion of my course, we were going through a live project where we were facing real-time scenarios, and we were encountering all those scenarios which we would be encountering in a job. We completed the project and we got through a certification which stated that we got a data analytics certification from XLR, and after that we were placed in mock interviews, and they also gave us how the interviews are and how tough they are. The interviews were really good, and post completion of the mock interview they started placement drives. Today is my first placement drive in a company called BusyBrain. I really want to thank XLR for providing me this opportunity, and I'm really hoping to see much more opportunities in the future. Thank you, XLR.
When I came into XLR, the learning experience was very good. Today there was the interview session from BusyBrain's company. The interview session went extremely well. I got to learn many new things. Thank you, XLR.
My name is Almas. So I'm here to do a campus drive. I'm coming from a company called Dotline. I deal with HR and operations, and unexpectedly I got a call from Ashwin sir. So he was saying about XLR solutions and the way he approached us, saying that the candidates will be trained as per our requirements. So digital marketing was the immediate requirement. We have gone through the interview process. It was quite excited to see good number of talent pools in XLR. We could shortlist couple of them, and we have given some placements as well, even both for the full-time as well as internship. So overall our experience with XLR is nice, and we look forward for a long-term relationship with XLR and the excited team. Thank you.
Good evening, all. I hope my voice is audible to everyone.
Yes, Shreya, you're audible.
Yeah, yes, sir. Thank you for the confirmation. Yes, sir, you can go ahead and take the class.
Yeah, perfect.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. So today let us start with our contents for the day. Allow me a minute. Let me share my screen. Is my screen visible to all?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Yeah, thank you. So once again, getting into a non-presentable session today. So let us move on with the next segment in digital marketing. Okay. So we have discussed about search engine optimization in yesterday's session. Okay. So search engine optimization is one important segment, yes, in digital marketing. So what we are going to explore today is the next version, okay, related to search engines itself, which is called as search engine marketing or search engine advertising or Google Ads, which is the paid advertisement segment of search engine optimization. Okay. So search engine optimization, what we discussed yesterday, is a complete organic method of promoting a product or service. Okay. So this segment, okay, so search engine marketing is going to be the paid method. Okay. So let us first discuss about what about this search engine marketing. And we'll also discuss the types and we will have a fair understanding about the different ads that we can run using these platforms. And then we will create a campaign as well. Okay. So for a business scenario. Okay. So let us start. So moving on to what is search engine marketing? Okay. So this is the paid advertisement platform. Okay. So platform as in it is a tool through which we can run paid ads. Okay. Targeting any specific audience. Okay. On the internet. So the primary area where you can run advertisement is on the search engine result page. In short, it is called as the SERP. Okay. So to run advertisement on search engine result page, we're going to make use of this particular segment called as search engine marketing. Okay. So this particular search engine marketing has multiple different names to it. Okay. Say for example, it can also be called as search engine advertisement, Google Ads, or AdWords, or pay per click. So all these are different names representing the same aspect, which is the paid advertisement segment of Google. Okay. So through this particular aspect, we can run ads on various different areas. Okay. And the primary area is the search engine result page. Okay. So let us see an example of these ads before we proceed further. Say, for example, I search for rent a car Bangalore. Okay. And here, the first set of things that I see, which is marked as sponsored. Okay, so these are nothing but the ads. Okay. So this kind of ads are called as the advertisements SERP. Okay. Say for example, let's look at the brands specifically here. Okay. So the first one what we have is Indus Go, right? And then we have Rev and then On Roads and My Choice. Scrolling down. Okay. So I scroll down. The My Choice is already ranking on top of Google. Okay, by SEO. And so is Rev. Okay. Let's just take these two brands for example now. Okay. So these two specific brands, okay, so which is My Choice and Rev, who's already ranking on top of Google through the SEO results. Okay. So they're also running ads. Okay. So even though they're on top of Google by SEO results, they are also running ads. That is because default, the ad segment is going to be dominating the SEO space, right? So by the structure of SERP itself, okay, so first comes ads and then comes the organic results. Okay, so there's a certain amount of audience who do not engage with the SEO results. They just simply engage with the results that comes up on top. So to make use of to that particular audience, to showcase the product or service to that particular audience, even though if you're ranking on top of Google through SEO, you will run ads. Okay, so ads is not only for the brands or businesses who are willing to rank on top of Google without SEO. No. Even though you're using SEO, even though you're ranking on top of Google, still when you want to dominate this SERP, then yes, you will have to run ads. Okay, and lot of brands are investing a very decent amount of into these kind of advertising, because these advertising are going to help a brand to enhance the businesses in a very large scale over time. Okay, so that is about what is this search engine marketing. Okay, so now these ads function based on a concept called as pay per click, which means we are going to pay for every click that we generate. Okay, so we are going to pay for every click that we generate using these advertisements. Okay, say for example, now I'm looking at four different ads. Okay, My Choice, On Roads, Rev, and Indusgo. Now, so I'm looking at four different ads. Okay, I'm not paying anything. Okay, so when to show my particular brand on top four. Okay, so which means right now, okay, Indusgo, Rev, On Roads, or My Choice is not paying a penny to Google, but they will pay a price. Okay, when a user clicks on their ad. So which means, let's just break down the metrics into impressions and clicks. Okay. So impressions is nothing but number of times your ads are shown to your audience. Okay. How many number of times that your ads are shown to your audience. Okay. So that is nothing but impressions. The next one, this is nothing but the number of clicks that you receive through your ads. Okay, so clicks is nothing but the number of clicks that you receive through your ads. Okay, so in general, whenever you are running an advertisement, okay, so you are basically getting impressions in first place. Okay, so which means the ad platform is going to show your content to a specific set of audience, right? Okay, so most of the ad platforms actually charge you for impressions, which means for showing your ad to people. Okay, say be it in traditional or in digital also. The social media marketing works based on impressions only. Okay, so whereas television ads based on showing ads to people, that's what you're being charged for. Okay, but here in Google SERP, okay, so you're going to be charged for clicks, which means you're not charged anything for impressions. Okay, this is the primary understanding that you should have. How does Google Ads work? Okay, so for showing your ad to people, Google is not charging you anything. Okay, but when a consumer is going to click on your brand. Okay, so when a consumer is going to click on your business, okay, from these ads, okay, then you will pay a specific price to Google, and this concept is called as pay per click. Okay, the price that you pay for every click that you receive through your ads. Okay, so I hope you guys are clear about what is this pay per click as a concept. Okay, so now let us move further in understanding more about the Google Ads segment. So next is about the general advantages of SEM, which is Google Ads. Okay, so the first primary advantage of SEM is you can target your audience. Okay, so you can target your audience as in, okay, so you can specifically choose when to show your ad and when not to show your ad using keyword targeting. Okay, so you can target a specific keyword, okay, and you can tell the ad system, which is the Google ad system, that show my ad only when a consumer is searching for my particular keyword. If not, don't show my ad. Okay, so like that, you can do a lot of customizations to your keywords. Okay, so when you're running ads, unlike SEO, you have a lot of customizations that you can do to your target. Okay, so let's say you want to run ads targeting a specific location. Okay, so whenever a user is searching, say example from Bangalore, I want to show my ad. Okay, or say for example, forget Bangalore, I want to show my ad to people when someone is searching from one specific geography. Okay, so I don't want to show one specific geography as in, let's say, two different pin codes. I want to show ads only to the people who are searching from these two different pin codes. I don't want to show my ads to anyone beyond this particular pin code. Okay, then that is a very precise targeting that you can do. Okay, so like that, okay, so most of the digital form of advertising has this kind of advantage where you can target in a very, very precise manner. Okay, so you get to choose who is your audience. Okay, who should be looking at your content. Okay, so the second important advantage of search engine marketing, it is quality traffic. Okay, so what is quality traffic? Quality traffic is the audience who come to your website. Okay, how potential they are, how intentful they are towards buying the product or service that you're selling. Okay, so are they randomly browsing on different websites, or are they looking for the products or service that you're selling? Okay, so the traffic that you get from search engine, okay, so is always a quality traffic. That is because you are targeting people who are searching for the product or service that you're selling. So basically, the consumer is looking for the product or service. So the person already wants it. Okay, and that is the kind of person who to whom you are showing your ads. Okay, through which you are driving him to your website. Okay, so default the traffic that you get through SEO or through Google Ads. Okay, so the search engine traffic is always a quality traffic. Okay, so as it is a quality traffic, you get better return on investment. Okay, so as I said, there is a lot of brands who invest a big chunk of money into their advertising here, right? So these kind of advertising, okay, so are a consistent form of advertising for long-term results. It's not a one-time show that you do. Okay, so whenever you're trying to advertise somewhere, it's not a one-time show that you try to do. Okay, so you target a series of consumers, okay, in a specific geography, and you keep running ads consistently over a period of time so that you get good quality results. Okay, so brands will keep investing in an advertising area. Only the advertising area is giving them the proper returns. Okay, let's say for example, I'm advertising in location 1 and I'm advertising in location 2. Okay, so or in platform 1 and in platform 2. Let's say in platform 1, I have a lot of different sales, I have a lot of different returns. But in platform 2 or location 2, I don't have any sales, I don't have any returns. In that case, over a point of time, I will stop running my marketing, my promotions, all of that in platform 2 or location. I'll only invest in location. It is that simple. That's how the brands are going to operate. Okay, so when it comes to Google Ads, okay, so you can very evidently see that the brands are investing, okay, consistently over years inside this platform, which means this platform is giving the brands great return on investment. Okay, so the money that you put in for your advertising, okay, so gets you very good quality of audience, so which in return gives you better return on investment. Okay, and then Google SERP. This is one of the very special space in the whole digital advertising itself. Okay, so this is more like, uh, say for example, a shopping street. Okay, say when you go to shopping street. Okay, so you, let's say for example, you wanted to buy a shirt. You go to a street and then you find, say, five different shops who sells free, shirts. You're going to pick one particular store. Okay, from those five different stores. You're going to walk in. You like it, you will buy it. If not, you will come out. You'll go to another store and then you will buy it. That's it. But you will buy it. Okay, that is simply because, okay, so you have taken the efforts to go to that particular shopping street, okay, and to explore that store because you basically wanted it. Okay, so a consumer has a need of buying the product, so he comes out to the street and he finds your store and then he walks in. So the person who is coming into the store on his own will, okay, is a person who has a need of buying the product. Okay, so like that, okay, on internet, okay, so Google SERP is a shopping street because people who look for the products or services are going to show their intent in Google. Okay, so the one and only way to dominate the space, okay, and to rank right at the very top of Google SERP. What is SERP? Once again, it is search engine result page, the page where you get your results. Okay, so when you search for something, okay, so one and only way to rank right on top of this SERP is Google Ads. Okay, so that's definitely an advantage here. Okay, and measurable. Of course, this is an advantage which is very common for any kind of digital marketing that you do. Okay, so how many number of impressions you get, you can measure. Okay, so you will know, okay, how many people have looked at your content and how many number of clicks that you get. Okay, so let's say for example, 1,000 people have looked at your ad. Okay, so out of this 1,000 people, how many people have clicked on your ad? Okay, and say 1,000 is the impressions that you've got. Okay, and out of this 1,000, how many people have clicked on it? Okay, say for example 100. Okay, so out of this 100 people who have clicked on your ad, how many people have actually bought the product or say filled a form? Let's assume it's an e-commerce scenario that you're selling a product. Okay, let's say for example, okay, you've got 10 sales. Okay, so like this, you can measure each and every stage of your consumer. Okay, so with this, you get to know, okay, what people like, what sells, what doesn't. Okay, so which platform sells, when does it sell. Okay, so like that, you get a lot of detailing about your consumers, which is super important because you can optimize your marketing activities according to the data that you get. Okay, so that is the next advantage, which is measurable. Okay, so now let's get to the next advantage, which is faster reach. Okay, say for example, you get a client, okay, who wants to be right on top of, okay, let's say I'm the business person, I want you to work on my project. Okay, so I want to be on top of Google. Okay, but the point is, I don't have the time to wait for your SEO because in general, SEO is a time consuming process, right? So SEO is something which is going to take at least, a couple of months to come to the first page for a medium competition scenario. Okay, that is the nature of SEO. Okay, so let's say as a business person, I'm okay, I understand how does SEO work. Okay, but the problem is I don't have the time to wait for it. Okay, so I want to be on top of Google immediately. Then how do I do it? Okay, so I cannot wait for 2 months to get the visibility to people.
Okay, immediately I want to start showing my brand. My store is already there. I want to get traffic to it. Okay, in that case, yes, Google Ads is the only way through which I can right away rank on top of Google. Let's say I decide that I want to be on top of Google today, then tomorrow I'm on top of it. It is that quick. Okay, so once you're creating a campaign and publishing a campaign, close to a maximum of 24 hours of review. Okay, so within that it will be reviewed. Okay, so once it is reviewed and approved, you're on top of it, which means your ads are going to start to deliver to people. Okay, such faster reach you get using this search engine marketing area. Okay, so this is one set of advantages. Okay, so let us get to the next set of advantages, which is bid on competitor keywords. Okay, so let us see an example now. See here. Okay, I'm searching for red bus ticket booking. Okay, so I see a brand advertisement. Okay, so this particular is my own branding. Okay, I will target this particular keyword and I will run my ad. Okay, so one thing that I wanted to show you here is organically. Okay, so Redbus is already ranking on top because it is their brand keyword. What I've used is their brand name. Okay, so definitely by SEO they are going to be right on top, but even then they're running an ads. Okay, just in case if somebody is trying to run ad for the same phrase, which is Redbus. Okay, so they shouldn't be outranking Redbus the organic result and rank on top. Let's say I'm a new business X. As a business X, okay, I want to say rank on top for bus ticket booking. Okay, I would target keywords like bus ticket booking, book bus for different locations, point A to point B. Those kind of keywords I target. Okay, so yes, all the brands will target those keywords and run ads. Okay, so and what if I target this word called as Redbus? So Redbus does not want to take a chance. Okay, so Redbus is targeting their own brand name as a keyword and running ads. Simple. Okay, let's say I tweak this search as just bus ticket booking. Okay, so now Redbus will be there, make my trip, and all of them will be popping up. Simple. Okay, so like this, these brand names are also keywords. Maybe that is your own brand name. That is also your keyword, which you have to target and run advertisement. Okay, so that is one thing about bidding on competitor keywords. Okay, so guys, can you acknowledge if my screen is visible to others? I have a student reporting that it is not visible. Shishmita, can you help me in this front? Is my screen visible to all? Visible side. Cool. Thank you guys. So I guess the other student who have reported that it is not visible, I guess could be an internet issue on your side. Please check. Yeah. Let us continue with the next thing. And the next advantage, it is free branding. Free branding as in, okay, so as we have been looking at different examples now, we are only looking at these examples. Okay, so we're not clicking on it. So as far as we don't click on it, the brand is not going to pay anything to Google. Okay, so technically you get that visibility for free. Okay, so yes, uh, Google is not a great place for branding. Social media is a great place for branding. Okay, but you get that free visibility. Okay, so you can just, it's a very minor advantage that we can talk about free branding is. Okay, and then target millions of keywords. Of course, you will not need to target millions of keywords. Basically, there's no limits. Okay, so you can target as wide as you want or as precise as you want. It's a choice. Okay, so that is about targeting millions of keywords and bid. So let us just simply understand what is bid. Okay, so bid is nothing but
as the price that you are ready to pay for a click. This is nothing but bid. Okay, bid is nothing but the monetary value that you are ready to pay for a click. Okay, so Google is going to give you a fair idea how much you should be spending for a click based on the previous advertisers data. Google will tell you, okay, for this keyword you want to rank on top of Google in Bangalore, then this is the minimum price to rank on top of Google based on the previous advertisers, and this is the maximum price. So like that, Google will give you a fair idea. Okay, so with all that, you can decide what is the price that you are willing to pay for a click. Okay, yes, to a certain extent, you have good control over it. Okay, but when you want to compete in the market, you will have to spend at least in the minimum range what is required in the market. Okay, so to a certain extent, yes, you have control over how much you want to spend for a click. Okay, so now looking at the next advantage, which is budget. Okay, so what is a budget here? Budget is nothing but the price that you would like to spend on your advertisement. Okay, so the overall budget is nothing but the price that you would like to spend on your advertisement. Okay, in most cases it is daily budget. Okay, so daily budget as in on everyday basis. Okay, how much you would like to spend, okay, on that particular day, which means, say for example, I set a daily budget of 500 rupees. Okay, so now I tell Google this is my daily budget, which means every day I would like to spend 500 rupees on my ads. Okay, so one, it is not that Google will exactly spend 500 every day. Okay, so it may spend 400 a day, it may spend 500 a day, it may spend 700 a day also. Okay, so on the whole, end of the month, I wouldn't have spent more than 500 into 30. Okay, so which means end of the month, Google is a monthly cycle here. So end of the month, Google will not spend more than what I wanted Google to spend. But there will be slight differences in the daily space. Okay, so Google works based on the daily budget only. So budget is nothing but the price that you are ready to pay for click is called as bid, and then for the day is called as budget. Okay, so this is the difference between the bid price and the budget. Budget is how much you spend on the whole for your ads. Bid is how your budget is going to be spent. Let's say here in this case, let's say assume I'm setting up a bid value as say 10 rupees, which is per click. Okay, so 10 rupee per click is the bid value that I have set for a campaign. Okay, so 500 rupees is my daily budget, and I would like to spend 10 rupees per click. Okay, so this is the price that I have set for my campaign. Okay, so this campaign will spend 500, okay, on the whole for the day, and for every click it will spend 10 rupees per click. Simple. So this is how my campaign is going to operate. Okay, so I hope you guys are clear with what is a bid and what is a budget. Bid is the price that you pay for one click. Budget, on the whole, the price that you pay for that particular day. Okay, for your advertisement budget. Okay, so yes, coming to your budget, you have complete control over your budget. Yes, that is very true because you have full control over your budget. Okay, say you want to run ads for 500 rupees a day. Yes, you can. Say you want to run ads for 5,000 rupees a day. Yes, you can. Okay, say for example, let's assume that I'm trying to sell, say, t-shirts. Okay, so now Myntra is advertising t-shirts on Google, Ajio is advertising t-shirts on Google, and so many brands are advertising t-shirts on Google. Okay, let's assume all my competitors are spending say 5,000 rupees a day as their marketing budget in Google Ads. Okay. Let's say I'm a new business, I'm a small business. Okay. So I just have 500 rupee budget a day. Okay. So for my advertising. So as the market is so big and there is so many big brands are spending big prices on the advertising, yes, that's fine. Okay. So if they're going to spend 5,000, they're going to get ad results for 5,000. So if I'm going to spend 500, I would definitely get results for 500 for sure. So that does not mean that I cannot run ads. Okay. So be it 500 or 5,000, it is completely the advertiser's control. So based on what you spend, so much people you reach. You spend 500, you will reach the amount of people for that 500 rupees. If you spend 5,000, you will reach the amount of people for 5,000 rupees. As simple as that. So you want to do it at a small scale. Yes, you can do it here. So it is flexible. Okay. You want to do it at a large scale scenario. You want to expand wide. Okay. So you want to reach a lot of people. Of course, yes, you can do it here. Okay. So complete control over your budget. You have it inside Google Ads. Okay. That's another advantage. And then pause, play, edit, and modify. Okay. This advantage is not only for Google Ads, any form of digital advertising will have this advantage. Okay. So where after, let's say, for example, you create a campaign. Okay. So campaign is a marketing activity. Okay. So you create an advertising activity and then you publish it. Okay. Let's say after a while you want to make a change. Okay. So, or let's say for the next 2 days, you don't want to run ads. Okay. Let's say your client has run out of stocks or some X reason. For the next 2 days, you don't want to run ads. You can just simply pause your ads for the next 2 days. And after 2 days, you want to again start your advertisement. You can just simply play it. That's it. It's just a simple one click. Okay. Say you want to make a change. Okay. So you want to make a change in terms of content, in terms of targeting anything. Let's say you've been advertising in, North Bangalore. Okay. So no, now you want to advertise in the same campaign, you want to advertise for South Bangalore also. Okay. So you can just simply, get into the campaign, go to the, edit segment and modify the targeting. Okay. So once you modify and upload, again, it will go for review for a few hours. And then once it is approved, again, it is live. Okay. So this pause, play, edit, and modify is a very, very common advantage that you have in digital form of advertising itself. So you have that kind of advantage in Google Ads also. Okay. So these are some of the very important advantages of search engine marketing. Okay. So from these advantages, the key takeaway is two different things. Okay. One, this search engine marketing is going to function based on the pay per click concept. Okay. So you should be clear what is this pay per click by now. Okay. Pay per click is nothing but you are not paying for impressions. You are going to pay for every click that you get to that particular advertisement activity. Okay. That is pay per click. Okay. And then the next key takeaway is what is a bid value. Okay. So bid is nothing but the price that you are ready to pay for a click. Okay. So pay per click is the concept. Okay. Bid is the actual price that you are ready to pay for a particular click. And then what is budget? Okay. So budget is the price that is your marketing budget. Okay. So it's your advertisement budget for a daily basis. Okay. So on a daily basis, how much you would like to spend for this particular marketing activity, that is nothing but your budget. Okay. So these are the three primary takeaways from this segment, which is advantages of Google Ads. Okay. So let's dive more deep into it. Yes. Through Google Ads, you can run advertisement in various different places. Okay. So that is split into two different areas called as Google Search Network and then the next one is Google Display Network. Okay. So these are two different networks which comes under Google, where you can run ads. Okay, first of all, let us understand what is this ad placements. Ad placements are nothing but the places, okay, where your ads are going to be shown. Okay, so ads are going to be shown as in, yes, Google search, we have talked about it, we have seen example, that is one place. But that is not the only place to show ads to Google Ads, to SEM. There are so many different areas that you can run ads. Maybe Google SERP is one of the important place. Okay, so all the different places where you can run ads through this platform is split in two different networks. Okay, so Google has classified that into networks. So the first and primary network is Google Search Network, which is predominantly your Google SERP. Okay, and then the next network is Google Display Network, which is other places apart from Google SERP. We will see examples in the different types of ads. Okay, so these are two different networks under Google, which is in short called as GSN Search Network, and the next one is GDN Display Network. Okay, so let us see some more detailing about this particular networks. Okay, so let us move to it. So say for example, we've seen ads on Google SER, right? So these are ads run by Google under Search Network. Okay. So Search Network is primarily about the ads that you see on Google, but not just that. Okay. So Google has various different search partners. Okay. Say for example, I search for rent a car Bangalore on ask.com. Okay. So here I see ads again by Indus.Go, by my choice and stuff. It's marked as sponsored. So ask.com is a search partner of Google. Okay, so like this, Google has some search partners. Yes, there's not much of audience using these platforms, but yes, Google has such search partners. So when you're running on the whole on GSN, which means you will run ads on Google also and other search partners also. Okay, so technically when you're running ads, you can make a choice. Where do you want to run ads? Okay, so this is about GSN, which is search network, and the next one is GDN. GDN is nothing but the display banners. Okay, so you go to a website and then you see some banners on the top, on the right, on the left, which are ads. Okay, so those are nothing but display banners. Okay, and then you see ads on YouTube, right? So the skippable ads, the non-skippable ads. Okay, so those ads that you see on YouTube is also comes under search engine marketing only. It comes under the display network of search engine marketing. Okay, so when people search and you show ad, then it comes under search network. Okay, and if people are not searching for it, they are on YouTube or they are on different other websites, and you go show your banner, show your brand to them, then that is called as display network. Okay, so in this, of course, search is the most important network and high revenue generation platform for any form of business. Okay, so beyond that, yes, display is another platform through which you can run ads. Okay, so that is about the two different placements, which is GSN and GDN. Okay, so now let us move on to the next aspect, which is campaign structure. Okay, so when it comes to this campaign structure, okay, so first let us understand what is a campaign, and then let's get into campaign structure. Okay, so campaign is nothing but a marketing activity. Okay, so it's a very common word used in marketing. Okay, so where if you are running an ad and you want to do multiple different such ads, then you will create multiple different campaigns. Okay, so as I said, this is a very common word used in marketing itself, not just in digital marketing. Say for example, I'm organizing a camp. Okay, let's say a medical camp. Okay, so to promote say one particular department of my hospital. It's a marketing camp basically. Okay, so called as a medical camp. Okay, so that is a marketing campaign. Okay, let's say for example, I do some free shows. Okay, so to promote my particular product or service. So that's another marketing activity. It can be called as a campaign. So in general, campaign is a term which refers to a marketing activity. Okay. So that is on the whole for marketing. When it comes to digital marketing, a paid advertisement activity is in general called as campaign. Okay. So whenever you are performing a paid advertisement activity, then that activity will be called as a campaign here. Okay. So to get into Google Ads, okay, so you have to create an account in Google Ads and then you can run ads, right? So under that particular account, you can create multiple different campaigns. Okay, so multiple different campaigns as in, so you can advertise, you can do a lot of different paid marketing activity under one particular account. Okay, but one standard rule that you have to follow is you are going to create different accounts for different clients. Okay, so be it a small business or a big business, whatever it is. Okay, so you are going to dedicate an ad account for that particular client, and under that ad account only you're going to run all the ads for that particular brand. Okay, so technically Google does not restrict, but that's a standard operating procedure that you should follow. Okay, so you create an ad account representing a client. Okay, and then under that account you can create multiple campaigns. Okay, multiple campaigns are nothing but multiple marketing activities. Okay, and then under campaign there are different parts. Okay, so what are those different parts? Which is called as ad groups. Okay, let us say for example, okay, I am selling, we are taking a business of rent automobiles, right? So that is my campaign. Okay, renting automobiles. Okay, so this is my business now. Okay, so I'm targeting Bangalore and I'm creating a marketing activity which is a campaign. Okay, so now I'm renting multiple different kinds of automobiles. Say for example, I have say a very common simple cars. Okay, and I also have, let's say, premium and luxury cars for renting. Or let's say I have a segment where I do rent two-wheelers and also four-wheelers. Okay, so in that case, let's say my ad group one is going to be car rental. Okay, and my second ad group is going to be bike rental. Okay, so can I create only two ad groups for a campaign? No, I can create many ad groups as I want. Okay, or should I create multiple ad groups? Let's say, what if my client is only selling car rental? In that case, only car rental, only one ad group is sufficient. So based on the client business that is given to you, based on the project that you are working, you are going to choose what campaign and how many ad groups that you're going to create for that particular campaign. Okay, so these ad groups are nothing but subsets under your campaign. Your campaign is the primary marketing activity. Okay, under a campaign you can create ad groups which is a subset of your campaign. Okay, so when you want more subsets you can create more subsets. When you just want one subset, okay, you will just create one subset. Depending upon your client business, you can organize this. Okay, so now let's say for this use case scenario, which is car rental. So in one ad group, you are targeting people who are looking for four-wheeler rentals. Okay, in another ad group, you are looking for two-wheeler rentals. Okay, so related to your ad group one, which is your car rental business, you will add keywords and you will create ads. Okay, so here under this ad group 2, related to your bike rental, you will target keywords and you will run ads. Like that, you can split your business according to what are the different services or different products that you're selling and run ads accordingly. Okay, so that is about the campaign structure. Okay, so this is the very first step when you are trying to advertise inside Google. Okay, so let us move on to the next segment. Because again, a couple of students are reporting that the screen is not visible. So others, can you please again confirm me once if my screen is visible? Yeah, thank you, Shazia. Yes, cool. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you. So for a couple of students, I guess the screen is not visible. I will do one thing, just give me a minute. I will stop sharing and share it once again. But I don't think so there is any network issue from my side. As once again, I've shared my screen. So I believe it should be visible to you guys. If still it is not visible to some of you, then please just drop off from the call and try joining again. Okay, so there's no network issue on the side. Yeah, thank you, Shashank. Thank you guys for acknowledging it. Yes. So now let us move on to the next aspect. Okay, so beyond this campaign structure, keywords. Okay, so keywords are the next important segment into ads. Okay, this is not new to us because we have discussed about what are keywords in yesterday's session. Okay, in terms of SEO. Okay, so now again keywords are going to play a very important role because using keywords only you are going to target your potential audience in ads. Say every day, let's say for example I want to advertise in Bangalore. Okay, every day there is, say, tons of searches that is happening on Google. How do I find my audience from this tons of searches? Simply based on what keywords that people use to search, right? If they are searching for something relevant to what I'm selling, then that becomes an important consumer for me. If not, no. Okay, so keywords are phrases that help the business to determine, okay, so when and where my ad should appear. Okay, so it helps me to choose the right people and show my ads to only to them on Google. Okay, so always there are two things which is super important whenever you're running ads. Okay, so one is your targeting. Okay, the next one is your ad content. So one is who is the audience who is going to look at your content. Second one is what is the content that you are going to show to them. Okay, so these two things are super important. Okay, so keywords are responsible for your first part, which is your targeting. Okay, we will discuss about ad content next. We will see some examples. Okay, so if you choose the right audience, then you will get good results. If you do not choose the right quality audience, then your results may be compromised. Okay, so your overall advertisement results itself is primarily based on who is the audience who's going to look at your ads. Okay, so whereas here in this specific segment of ads, which is Google ads, your targeting is based on keywords, and not only based on keywords, you have other targeting methods also. Okay, so the location targeting. Okay, so like that, language targeting. Okay, so you can do some general demographics targeting, all of that. Okay, so along with that, the primary targeting option will be targeting people with the help of the keywords. Okay, so that is about the importance of keywords in Google Ads. Okay, so let us get to the next part. Okay, so which is the ads. As I said, there are two different things which is important. Okay, so one of that is the targeting. The second segment is nothing but the ads. Okay, so that ads are called as ad copy. Okay, so ad copy is a very common term that is used in the marketing world to represent the advertisement copy. Okay, so it is the form of your content, your brand's content, that is intended to attract the consumers and get that particular engagement from the consumer. Okay, simple. Okay, so be it any advertisement platform, it can be Google, It can be, Facebook, or it can be Instagram, or any form of advertisement platform. Okay, so they have their own limitations. Say, for example, as a brand, I'm ready to pay a lot of money to Google and advertise my business. Okay, that's fine. So now, say I pay a huge chunk of money to show my ad to people, to Google. Good. So Google will show my ad to a lot of people. But Google can only show my ad to people. It cannot do anything beyond that. Right? Maybe Google can show it in the right place, at the right time, to the right people. Okay, or even to more people. That's all. Google cannot force anybody to click on something. Right? Say, for example, let's have a look at these contents. Say rent a car. I search for a keyword. All Google can do is show these ads to me. Now, as a user, it is my choice if I'm going to click on an ad or an organic result, or if I'm going to click on an ad, then which ad I'm going to click. All this is the consumer's choice. Okay, so this is not just with Google. It be it Facebook or Instagram. Okay, so it is going to be the same. The platform can only show your content to the right people in the right time at the right place. That's it. Okay, so the next point of engagement is the click that is going to happen towards your business, towards your brand, is basically based on the content that you show to them. Okay, so you have chosen the right people, but the problem is you're not the only person who has chosen the right people. There are multiple brands who are trying to target the same exact right people and show ads to them. So you're always, most cases, you're always one among the many competitors. Okay, so right now there are 4 different choices that I have to choose my rent a car. Okay, so which one of this ad that I'm going to click? It's purely based on my choice and based on the content that they provide, and that content is called as ad copy. So here in Google Ads, it is the title and description that you see. Okay. So whereas in the other forms of advertising, you will have different things. Say, for example, in social media, you will have images or videos as your ad copies. Like that, based on different forms of advertising, you will find different ad copies. So end of the day, it is a piece of content. Okay. So that has to be shown to people. Okay, so now that is about what is an ad copy. Okay, there are different types of ad copies that you can create inside Google Ads. Okay, so there are various different types of ad copies that you can create inside Google Ads. Okay, so let us get to the different types of ads before we start exploring a campaign creation segment. Okay, so as we already know, there are 2 different networks. One is GSN network, the other one is GDN network. So under GSN, there are different types of ads. Under GDN, there are different types of ads. We will see example for all the different types of ads here. Okay. So yeah, so these are the types of ads. Please allow me a minute. So what is the better network, sir? Okay. So search is the better network, guys. Okay, simple. So why search is the better network? Can anybody answer this question? Fine. You don't have to answer now. Let's see the different types of ads. Okay. So after that, I will shoot the same exact question. Okay. So once you see the different types of ads, you will get a fair understanding about what is search network and what is display network. Okay. So after that, we can talk about this particular question. Okay. So let us get to it, for example, directly. Okay. So the first type of ad that we are going to see is expanded text ad. Okay, this type of ad is currently not available inside Google Ads, but this is the basic that anybody should learn to understand how ads inside Google work. Okay, so let's highlight the parts. So this is how the ad is going to be shown to people. Okay, so one ad title. Okay, so that's how it is shown to the user. Okay, so it is simply one specific ad title. That's how you see it as a consumer. But in fact, when you look at it in the backend, it is three different subheadings. Headline 1, okay, headline 2, and then headline 3. Altogether is shown as one headline to people. Sometimes 3 headlines will be shown, sometimes 2 headlines will be shown. Okay, so each headline consisting at the maximum of 30 characters. Okay, so you create 30 characters max, okay, and you create a headline, and that is visible to people. And then your description 1 and description 2, each description can have up to 90 characters. Okay, so this is the basic structure of how our ad copy is going to look like. Okay, so this ad copy that you see on the whole looks like one piece to the users, to the consumers. Okay, but it has too many different breakdowns under it. Okay, so the first breakdown that we are learning is the headline and description breakdown. Okay, so one full headline is actually broken into 2 parts or 3 parts as headline 1 and 2 or headline 1, 2 and 3. Okay, and you have 2 different descriptions. Okay, this is the expanded text ad concept. Okay, so this was the ad concept. Okay, so Google has upgraded this text ad. Okay, so yes, a year or couple of years back, okay, Google has upgraded this text ad to the next version, which is responsive text ads. Okay, so what is this responsive text ads? If you see, the ads are going to look like the same to the user, be it a responsive ad or be it an expanded ad. It is the same to the user. But in the responsive text ad, you can create more headlines. Okay, so more than 3 headlines you can create. In the expanded text ad, you can create only 3 headlines. Here you can create up to 15 different headlines. So what is the use? Only 2 or 3 headlines is going to be shown to people, but it is going to be shown to people on the rotational basis. Okay, so headlines are going to rotate automatically and it will show to people. The best performing combination will be shown to more. Okay, same way, descriptions also, you can create up to 4 different descriptions. Okay, 15 different headlines, 4 different descriptions you can create in your responsive text ad, okay, or responsive search ad. In short, it is called as RS and A, RSAs. Okay, so this is the type of ad that you have to create while running a campaign today. Okay, so that is about this responsive text ad and expanded text ad. Okay, so let's look at the next type of ad, which is dynamic text ads. Okay, so dynamic text ads are nothing but the ads that are created by Google itself for you. So instead of you creating the headline, you creating the content, okay, Google itself will create that content for you. Okay, so those are called as dynamic text ads. Okay, so that is another type of ad. Okay, and then call only ads. Okay, so what are call only ads? Okay, so these call only ads look like a normal text ad only. Okay, so it looks like a normal text ad only, but when people click on this particular button, they don't go to a website. Instead, they go to the dial box where they can place a call towards your business. Okay, so these kind of ads are called as call only ads, which looks like a headline under description. Okay, but the headline is going to have a contact number and a call button to it, and when someone clicks on it, people travel from the ad towards the dial box, which is the dial pad. From there, they can place a call towards your business. Okay, so these kinds of ads are called as call only ads. Okay, so this also comes under your search network only. And then shopping ads, these are special ads. Okay, so especially created for e-commerce businesses. Okay, say for example, this is the search like Air Max is a product and you see an ad. Okay, so Nike.com official store shop Air Max shoes. This is the regular search ad with 2 different headlines that you see here. So it could be a responsive text ad or an expanded text ad. Okay, so this is the regular ad copy. Okay, also on the right, you still find the sponsored segment and you find the product image, the product name, the product price, and ratings, and from where it is sold. Now this is from Nike itself. This is from another brand, Foot Locker, who's selling actually the reseller of Nike, and it goes on. Okay, so this kind of detailing is present for a product. If you search for a product, you'll find a lot of ads like this, which has the product image, the product name, and the brand who's selling it. Okay, and ratings and all that stuff. Okay, so these kind of ads are found in Google all segment also, and Google shopping segment also. Okay, and these ads can be used, which is only for the e-commerce businesses. Okay, so not for any non-e-commerce scenario. It is only for the e-commerce businesses. Okay, so these kinds of ads are going to be running. Okay, so these ads are called as shopping ads or product listing advertisement. Okay, so let me write it for reference. It's otherwise called as product listing advertisement. Okay, so in short, these are called as PLAs. Okay, so these PLA ads are created only for e-commerce businesses. Okay, this is another type of ad. This also comes under GSN only because it is still in Google search only. All the ads, whatever we have discussed, it is still in Google search only. Okay, so it is GSN. Okay, so let us move to the next type of ad, which is into the display network. So far, whatever we have seen, all comes under GSN, which is Google search. Okay, now let us get into display network. Okay, so display network has many different types of ads. Okay, so let us explore one by one into the display network. Okay, so moving on to the first type of ad is Gmail display ads. Okay, so Gmail display ads are nothing but the ads that you see when you log into Gmail. Right on top of your inbox, you might find some ads like this. Okay, so these ads are called as Gmail display ads. Okay, so that is about display, first kind of display ads. The next one, the responsive display banners. This is the most common type of display ad. Okay, like how you have the headline descriptions inside your search network. Here you have banners. Okay, a banner which consists of an image, okay, and a headline and a description. Okay, and based on the content that you provide, the ad system will adapt itself for various different sizes and stuff. Okay, so if you look closely, all these ads has the same headline, same description, and same image, in fact, but adapted to different sizes. Okay, so like this, you find banners on different websites, right? Okay, so maybe you may not have engaged with these ads a lot, like how you would with a search network. Okay, but there are ads like this, display banners in various different websites. Okay, so you get into a website, you will find some ads. I get into the same website, I'll find different ads. So these banner ads are managed by Google only. Okay, so as an advertiser on Google, I can target people and show these kind of display banners, okay, across different platforms, as in different partnered websites of Google. Okay, so on different partnered websites of Google, I can show my ads as a banner, okay, to that set of audience, okay, in various different websites. So that is nothing but responsive display ads. Okay, and then this is from the creation panel. Okay, so you can upload short videos, you can upload multiple different images, you can create 5 headlines. Okay, you can create long headlines, long descriptions. Okay, so based on all of that, the Google ad itself will adapt the different combinations. Okay, so and then moving on to the ads on YouTube. Okay, so the ads that you can skip. Okay, so when you see an ad and you will see a skip button after 5 seconds, and those ads are called as in-stream ads. Okay, so these are called as in-stream ads or skippable in-stream ads. Okay, so the next one, the non-skippable ads. Okay, some ads you will not be able to skip for a certain period of time. Okay, automatically the ad will end in a certain period of time. Okay, so few seconds. Okay, so 20 seconds like that. So after that, the ad will move to the next one. Okay, so it could be the video or to another ad, whatever it is, but you will not be able to skip those ads. And those non-skippable ads are called as non-skippable in-stream or bumper ads. Okay, so these bumper ads are nothing but non-skippable ads. Okay, so and then discovery ads. Okay, so you see similar ads on Google application, on YouTube, on Gmail, okay, on different parts of Google products. Okay, so these kind of ads are called as the discovery ads. Okay, so like this, you can run various different ads inside Google Display Network. Okay, so now that we have seen the different ads that you can run on GSN, okay, which is Google Search Network, and also on GDN, which is Google Display Network. Okay, so now let's get back to that question. Okay, so which ad network is good, is better? Okay, so I don't want GSN or GDN like that. Okay, so if you're thinking GSN, then tell me why GSN. If you think GDN, then tell me why GDN. Okay, so drop your answers in the chat. We'll have a quick discussion on that, and then we will get into campaign creation. Which ad network is better? Okay, so GSN or GDN. So we got one answer. Good. Okay, so GSN because of its advantages. Yes. Good. 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 Good answers. There's a lot of variety. So GDN. Yes. Interesting. Okay, so I've got close to equal number of votes. Okay, for both the networks so far. Okay, some of you have chosen, okay, so Google Display Network, and some of you have chosen Google Search Network. Back to yes. Okay, good. Okay, so good choices, guys. Okay, so on good reasons. Okay, so basically Google Display Network is going to give you a lot of reach. Okay, so it is definitely going to give you a lot of reach. It is image ads. Okay, so it reaches a lot of people at a lesser cost. Actually, Google Display Network is much cheaper than Google Search Network for running ads. Okay, so it is lesser cost. It reaches a lot of people. Okay, so these are the advantages. Okay, but the quality of audience. Okay, let's say you send 1,000 people from GSN to your website, and you send 1,000 people from GDN to the website. Where you would get more business is definitely from GSN. So GSN has, Google Search Network has great quality of audience which Display Network cannot offer. Okay, so will be the cost. So the cost that you're going to spend for GSN will be much higher. Okay, so both has its own pros and cons. Okay, so GSN is expensive, but it will give you quality audience. GDN will give you a variety of reach. Okay, so at a short budget, but the quality of leads or traffic cannot be compared with GSN. So basically, both are good in its own way. Okay, so it is not a fight between both. It is like, what do you want to use? Say you want to reach people when they search for something, then you're going to use GSM. No, you want to reach people when they are using YouTube, then you have to go for GDN only. Okay, so it is based on the requirement, based on what form of advertising, based on what kind of ads that you want to run for your client business. Okay, so that is nothing but the choice that you have to make based on GSN or GDN, or most of the brands run ads on both the places. Okay, both has pros and both has cons. Okay, so based on what you need, you're going to go for it. Okay, cool. So now let us get into a task. Okay, task as in I'm going to be performing a task. Okay, so that you can have a look at how the campaign creation looks like. Okay, so allow me a minute. Let us get into the Google Ads dashboard. As we have discussed earlier, okay, in the yesterday's session, to get into Keyword Planner, we create an account inside Google Ads, right? Same way, it is the same account that we are going to be using to advertise as well. Okay, so the URL for this tool is ads.google.com. Okay, so it is ads.google.com. So to access these things, you will have to create an account and then only you can get into it. Okay, so let me sign in to a demo account. So now that I have logged into this Google Ads account, okay, so there's a lot of different options that you see. Okay, so here now the task that we are going to be performing is to create a marketing campaign. We are going to create a search campaign, which is for a GSM campaign, okay, to run ads on Google for this rent a car businesses. Okay, so before we get to that particular campaign, so we have to identify some keywords, right? So what kind of keywords that I want to target? See, I go to Keyword Planner, I give as rent a car, and instead of India, see, give us one particular city, and I save and get results. So now here I have a lot of keyword ideas. Okay, so like as discussed yesterday, I can perform a proper full-fledged, keyword research and find the potential keywords for me. Okay, so this is the search volume and this is the competition level. Okay, and this is the minimum range and the maximum range for first page ranking. Okay, so for on the top of the page ranking. Okay, for how much I have to spend for a click. Okay, based on the previous advertisers, Google is giving me this data. Okay, so this data is based on the top of the page bit. Top of the page bit, as in, say for example, here you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is top of the page. Indus Ref, On Roads, and My Choice. Okay, so this is top of the page. Okay, so Google is telling me the previous advertisers, okay, have run ads and they have spent at the minimum rate of 3 rupees per click to be in that 4 position, at the maximum rate of 27 rupees per click to be in that top 4 positions. Okay, so that is nothing but top of the page high range and top of the page low range. Okay, so yesterday when we were discussing about Keyword Planner, we explored about the monthly searches competition. All that remains the same. Okay, so now we are adding to it as the bid range. Okay, so what is the minimum bid range and the maximum bid range? Okay, so now I have more keywords. Okay, rental cars, car rentals near me, cheap car rentals, like that. There are many keywords. Okay, so which I can pick. Okay, car hire near me. Okay, so like that, there's so many different keywords. I have to perform a full-fledged keyword research to identify potential keywords for my business. Okay, so I'll keep this tab open. Okay, and let me log into ads, another tab, and create a campaign. Okay, so here now I'm going to create an advertising campaign now. So first, once you log in, mostly you land on this campaign tab, okay, or you will have this create button. Okay, so you may land on this overview tab also. Okay, so here you can click on this create button, okay, and you can click on campaign. Okay, so the first step in creating the campaign is to choose the objective. Okay, so objective as in, so what do you want to achieve out of this campaign? What is your goal? Okay, so you want to achieve sales, you can go for sales. You want to achieve leads, you can go for leads. You want to achieve awareness, you can go for it. You want to achieve traffic, you can go for it. Okay, local store promotions, you can go for it. Okay, so now my target is to achieve website traffic, which is a very common objective for most businesses. It suits for a lot of businesses. So let's choose that website traffic as my objective. Okay, so and then conversion goals. Okay, so page views is a conversion like that. Few conversion goals are chosen based on this account. Okay, and what type of campaign that I want to run. Okay, so as we have discussed, there is a display campaign, there is shopping, there is video campaign, all of that. So now I'm going to run the GSN search campaign. Okay, so I click on search. Okay, and scrolling down, task for the business website URL, which is not mandatory at this stage. Okay, so when you're creating campaign, it's not mandatory at this stage. You can leave it empty and click on continue. Okay, and then the campaign name. Okay, so you have to name the campaign with a proper structure. Okay, so that you will remember it in the future. Okay, so no any random names here. Let's see here, the default naming structure suggested by Google is the objective, the network, and the number of campaigns that you have based on that instance. Okay, so you can create your own structure. Okay, and you can follow the structure, but name it properly. Okay, so that next time later when you look at the campaign name only, you should know what advertising that you have done. Okay, for now I'm going to leave it as it is and click on continue. Okay, so now I'm moving on to this campaign creation steps. Okay, so here I have a lot of different stages to complete. Okay, so let us go stage one by one. Okay, so now the first segment is the bidding. Okay, so we talked about bidding, right? So how much you want to spend for a click? So I can choose different kinds of bidding based on clicks, based on conversion. Okay, so I can set a maximum limit. Now I'm going for clicks. Okay, and I'm setting the maximum cost per click. Okay, so if you see, it is the maximum CPC bid limit. CPC is nothing but cost per click bid limit. Let's say, for example, I set 20 rupees. Now, what am I telling Google is, okay, the maximum amount that I want to spend for a click is 20. Okay, so I can spend much lower or much higher. Okay, so that is my choice. Based on my analysis, I can come to this price. Okay, so somewhere between the low range itself, I will set the maximum bid limit. Okay, now for this campaign, 20 rupees is the highest amount that I may spend for a click. Okay, so and then Google has another option. Okay, it's a new one. Okay, so where I can add a specific bid. Okay, for if I have the audience already with me, if I have the campaign already running. Okay, so I can bid especially for new customers. Okay, so I can increase my bids. Okay, for new customers like that. Okay, so that's the first stage. I click on next stage. Okay, so now I come to the campaign settings. Okay, so in campaign settings, the first thing I've already said Google that I want a search campaign. Right. Again, Google suggests me to run ads on different places like search also and display also. Okay. So I'm not going to run for display for now. Okay. So I would choose only to run in search. In search, okay, so you can include or exclude search partners. What are search partners? Example, ask.com. As we did see the example, you can include or exclude search partners. For now, I'll keep search partners. Okay, so I'm going to run ads only on the search network. Okay, so that is the first thing. And then my location target. Okay, so where should I show my ads? Okay, to which set of audience that I should be showing my ads to? Okay, so I click on enter another location and go to advanced search. Now say I want to target a particular city. I will include that city. I write Bangalore. Okay, so this is my target location. So I click on save. So now I've chosen, I can choose multiple locations if I want. Okay, so if I want to run ads in multiple different places, then yes, I can choose multiple different locations and run ads to multiple places in the same campaign, no problem. For this campaign, I'm just choosing one location. Okay, so that's about the location targeting and language default English. Beyond that, any other language speaking audience I want to target, I will target. Okay, just in case. If I want to target, I'll target. Okay, so I'm not going to add that because this particular business is not related to any language. It's car rental. Anybody can rent cars. So I'll just simply leave it as English. Okay. And then audience segments. Okay, audience segments has some more targeting options for me. Okay, say for example, I can target people based on interests. I mean, demographics first, the parental status. Okay, so if I want to target only parents, I'll target only parents. Okay, say, and then the marital status or the educational status, home ownership. So, like that, I have targeting options here. Interest and habits. Okay, so now let's say I can target people. Okay, so what kind of interest that they have based on that. Okay, so nightlife enthusiast, outdoor enthusiast. Okay, so let's say I'm doing car rentals, so outdoor enthusiast is more preferable for me. Okay, so like that, I can explore. Okay, so people who are interested in travel, the business travelers, okay, or travel buffs. Okay, so I would go for travel buffs. Okay, so these people are more potential for my business. Okay, so like this, that's about interest based audience affinity and in market people who are actively researching on something. Okay, so people who are actively researching on what am I selling. Okay, so I can choose the people who are very interestedly looking for my business. So now who do I want to target? People who are interested in travel. I straight away have my business option, just car rental. People who are actively researching for car rental, I can target, that is in market. Okay, so like this, I have some targeting audience in my audience segment. Okay, so I've added 3 different targeting audience in interest, travel buffs, and outdoor enthusiasts. Okay, and in market, which is people who are actively researching for car rentals. Okay, so now I have added this targeting option. Okay, and broad match keywords. This is a different customization concept. We're not getting into that now. Okay, so now this is the first basic set. Okay, of my campaign settings which I've completed. Okay, so now I click on next. Then this is a new beta version that Google is testing, where if I just give the website URL, okay, Google itself is going to create, okay, so using the generative AI, Google itself is going to create ad copies for me. Okay, so it's a good thing to test these things. Okay, so as I said, it's in a beta version. Google itself is testing this. Okay, so if you're running ads, yes, you can test this. Okay, so right now we're not getting into it. Okay, so I'm moving on to the next step. So I will have an option to skip this. Okay, so I'm skipping this. Straight away, it will go to the ad group level. Okay, so first I did the bidding, then I did the campaign setup. Now I'm in the ad group level. In ad group level, I have keywords and ads. Okay, so as per my keyword research, okay, so I can add my list of keywords here. Okay, so now say for example, I have some keywords that I would like to target. Okay, let's say I want to target this keyword. Okay, so here I'm going to add my keyword one by one. Okay, or if I want to add multiple things together, say I like this keyword, cheap car rentals. Okay, say car hire, long-term car rental, cheap car rentals near me. Okay, say monthly car rental, these are profitable area, cheap car hire. Okay, airport car rental. Okay, so like this, let's see, I've chosen some set of keywords. Let me choose one more. SUV rental. Okay, let's keep it that way. So I've targeted 10 different keywords. I've copied these keywords. I'm going into my campaign. I'm just pasting it. Okay, so these are the different keywords that I'm targeting now. Okay, so rent a car rental near me. Okay, and cheap car rentals, car hire near me, long-term car rental, cheap car rentals near me. Okay, and monthly car rentals, and then a gold one. Okay, so I've targeted various different keywords. In general, one line, one keyword I can add. Okay, there are more customizations that I can do to this using match types. Those are more technical, I mean, detailed segments. Okay, so right now I'm just leaving it with the general suggestion. Okay, so these are the list of keywords that I have added for my business. Okay, So for these keywords, I have the bid values, all of that. Okay, so that is present. So this is my keyword target. Okay, so I've added close to 9 to 10 keywords. Okay, here. So I've added a bunch of keywords. So once I'm done with my list of keywords, okay, so then the next thing is my ad copy. Okay, so right now as we are working on car rentals, okay, so for example, I'm just choosing a website. Okay, Zoom Cars. Okay, this is just for the namesake, just for a placeholder. Let's assume that this is my client. Okay, so when people click on my ad, where should I go? Okay, so I'll have to mention that particular URL here. Okay, so when people click on this particular ad, where should my consumers get to? Okay, so now let us discuss about how this ad copy has to be designed. Okay, so first I add just the URL. So when people click on, this is where I want people to go to. So that is my final URL. So before getting into the next parts of the ad copy, let's go have a look at the competitor ads for a minute. Okay, so here. So look at these 4 ads, okay, and tell me if you are searching for car rentals, okay, which one of this ad that you would click? Okay, so there are 4 different ads. And let's go. Ref, on roads, my choice. You can just call it number 1, number 2, number 3, and 4. Okay, so tell me which one of this ad that you're going to click. Good. 1, 3. Good. So Vidya again 3. Okay. Okay. Good. Right. So I've got mixed opinions again. Okay. And that's how your consumer is also going to be. Okay. So your consumer may click on 1 or 2 or 3. But as a brand, you should give them the reason to click on. Okay, so I see that. Okay, so a lot of you have chosen first one, a lot of you have chosen third one also. Okay, so out of these ads, which content is more good? Now tell me that. Content as in the title and the description. Okay, take a minute to read this content. Okay, and tell me which content is more good and more engaging. Good. Number 3, number 3, T. Number 1. Okay, cool. Good. Okay. Number 3. Okay. So most of the votes that I have got so far is for number 3, and a couple of them for number 4, and rest of them for number 1. Okay. So these are the different votes that I've got now from you guys. Okay. So why most of you are voting for number 3 is simply because of the content that is present, which says self-drive cars, because that's what you're looking for. So, and Indus is right on top, so you would click on it, and it also has an image. It is engaging. Okay, and when it comes to number 3, this person is simply talking about the price straight away in the ad copy, which is very good, right? He says, okay, so 999 per day is the cost. Okay, so let's say for example I'm looking for a very budget friendly car rent, then this number would attract me. Let's say if I'm not looking for a budget friendly, then that wouldn't attract me. I may just click on number 1. Okay, but if I'm looking for budget friendly, then it's so basically on roads is looking for a budget friendly person who is trying to rent a car at a specific price. Okay, and then here this person says reliable trusted car rentals 30% off. So all the brands, okay, are trying to attract consumers in their own way, right? So first person says self-drive car rental, that is a keyword he has used, his brand names, okay, and stuff. And here this brand is telling about 15% off, okay, and he's giving a code over here itself for that 15% off. Okay, and he can deliver the car to you at the doorstep. Okay, so like that. Okay, so he's trying to attract people with these things, and this brand is talking about the price, okay, and wedding car rentals. Okay, so and then 24/7 customer service, all of that, unlimited driving kilometers. These are all their different USPs. Okay, every brand is trying to convince people to click on their ad. So this is what you are also going to do when you are running ads. Okay, so you have got an opportunity to reach to your potential consumers on top of Google. Now you're not the only one who is running ads. There are three other brands minimum whose ads are shown to your audience. Now, how you are going to convince the user to click on your ad? You can be in number one position, number two position, number three position, or fourth position. You've got a piece of content through which you have to convince the person, convince the consumer to click on your ad. Okay, so each one here, as we see the example, they are trying to convince you to click on it. One is telling offers, the other one is telling luxury, the other one is telling, the different other uses, unlimited kilometers, 24/7 support, doorstep delivery. Okay, so everyone is trying to convince the consumer, click on my ad, click on my ad, because I have this, because I have that, right? So those are called as unique selling points. Okay, so along with keywords, the additional benefits that the brand shows are called as unique selling points, in short, USPs. Okay, so these USPs are the reason that why a consumer would engage with your brand. Okay, so whatever different additional benefits that you have that you offer to your consumers. Okay, a simple question ask to yourself. Okay, when there is already another brand who is providing the service, why should a consumer take it from you? Ask this question to yourself. Okay, to your business. Okay, so when you simulate these things, you will find a lot of answers. Because I have more cars. Okay, so I have better quality of cars. Okay, or my price is so cheap, or my products are so much of luxury standards. Okay, so or I provide a lot more features. Okay, so a lot more offers to them than anyone else. So like that. Okay, so you have your own pointers. Okay, so which is the business advantage for your brand, right? So those are your unique selling points, and you are going to highlight your unique selling points to your consumers in your ads. Okay, so that is how you are going to create this content. Okay, for your brand. Okay, yes, right. Okay, so good answers, guys. Okay, thank you for all your answers in the chat. So now getting into creating these ads. Okay, allow me a minute. So now let's get into creating these ads. Okay, so let me showcase how the ads are going to look like. So these ads have different headlines and descriptions that I can use. Okay, so first I have just simply given a URL. Okay, so URL is what? The address, the website address where people should get into. Okay, so once I've given the URL, okay, I'm done with the URL. Next, the display path. Okay, so display path is nothing but the path that I want to show to people on Google for my URL. Okay, so here, say I've chosen Zoom car. I chose Zoom car. I will type car rental, Bangalore. Okay, so if you notice in the ad, this is what is going to show. Okay, so let us get into next part. Guys, you guys are posting some questions, I guess, in the chat. So guys, I'll answer your questions in the end. Okay, so let's work on this. So now that I've added the final URL and the path. Okay, now done. So now moving on to the ad copy. So here, as I've given a URL, it is giving me more ideas. Okay, more ideas for my business. Okay, so I can use these ideas if I think that are relevant. Okay, so or I will write my own content. Okay, so let me write my own content for this particular ad. Okay, now first of all, I provide self driving cars in Bangalore. This is my keyword. So first I have to tell people what am I selling. Okay, so I've added this one particular keyword. Okay, then get your self-drive cars at doorstep. Okay, so now I have written a content, but the content is exceeding 30 characters, right? So the maximum character count that I can use, okay, is only 30, not more than that. Okay, so for here, I've already talked about self-drive, so I will remove it. Get your car at your doorstep. That's it. Okay, so I've created my next headline. Okay, minimum I have to create 3 headlines. Maximum I can create up to 10 different headlines. Okay, so the next one. Okay, 30% of 30%, let's say I'll mention of hyphen Diwali or Diwali offer. Okay, so I'll just mention this offer. Say I'll call it flat. So now these are the 3 different headlines that I've created. Okay, and now these headlines are going to rotate by itself. Okay, self-driving cars in Bangalore, flat 30% Diwali offer. Okay, and then it will again rotate and it will show me another version. Get your car at your doorstep, and then self-driving cars in Bangalore. Okay, so like that it goes on. Okay, so when you are creating an ad for real, okay, the minimum number of headlines that I would suggest is create at least 6 different headlines. Okay, so make use of the different headline options that you have. Okay, so for now I'll just use, okay, some of these keywords here. It says cheap car rental CME. These are all keywords where what people search for. Okay, say airport car rental is another keyword. Say best airport car rental. Okay, that's another keyword that I'm using now. Okay, say for example, I'll give another USP. Free pickup and drop. Okay, so like that you can keep creating more content like this. Okay, so it will keep showing me different versions of the ad based on the headlines and all that stuff. Okay, so I can see how my ad is going to look like even before running the ad. Okay, and then comes description. Okay, so description, I'll just use some content for now. Okay, so there's no suitable suggestions from Google. Okay, so let me create a small description now. Rent your desired
car from Zoom cars at 30% offer and celebrate your Diwali. This is one headline, one description that I've written. Okay, so let me add one more. Most affordable self-driving cars in Bangalore with the largest fleet. So I've written two different descriptions now. Okay, so descriptions again, 2 is minimum, 4 is maximum. Okay, so I can create more site links, more call buttons. Okay, so those are assets. Okay, so now we're not getting into it. Okay, so now that I have added some content. Okay, so I've used some keywords. Okay, so a few headlines. So when you're creating, you have to create more headlines, more descriptions, and you should add more, keywords to your content and stuff. Okay, so now once you're done with this particular ad copy, okay, so you can click on done. Okay, and the ad copy is created and keywords are added. Okay, so these are the two things that we do at the ad group level, which we where we create keywords and then we create ads. Okay, so once I click on the next button, okay, so here is where I choose the budget. Okay, so guys, let me a minute, I'll have to confirm this to verify. Just allow me a minute for data security. So whenever you get to this budget page, you will get these options. I mean, you'll get these security checks. Let me complete the security checks. Give me a minute. So it's more like and one-time password and things is what you get. Yes, the verification is complete. Okay, so now the budget. Okay, so as we've talked about the bidding and we've talked about what is budget, now we are going to choose the budget. Okay, so for our campaign. So default based on the keywords and all of that. Okay, so Google will automatically suggest a daily budget. Okay, Google suggests the minimum range of 1,300 rupees a day, and based on this, Google says that weekly I would get 3,000 clicks at an average CPC of this particular price at a weekly cost of this price. Okay, so and then say here, this is the minimum, average suggested bid. Okay, so this is the minimum suggestion, this is the maximum suggestion, the average suggestion. Average daily bid around 1,600 rupees or 2,000 rupees. It is not necessary that you should go for any of the budget that is suggested by Google. So you can pick your own budget. Okay, so based on your business, based on what do you want to, how do you want to sell your products and services? Okay, So you can choose your custom budget. Okay. So say for example, I want to run it at 1,000 rupees per day. I will run it at 1,000 rupees per day. Okay. Or say I want to run it at say 5,000 rupees per day. I will run it at 5,000 rupees per day. Okay. Or say I will run it at 500 rupees per day. Okay. So I will run it at 500 rupees per day. Okay. So like this. Okay. So I can target in any way that I want. Okay. So I will budget myself based on how much I want to spend on my advertising on a daily basis. So for now, I'm adding a 1,000 rupee budget, for example. Okay. So yes, it is lower than the other advertisers. That's fine, no problem. Okay. So when I want to increase the budget, of course, later stages I can increase whenever that I want. Okay. So now that I'm done with these steps, okay. So the first step is about choosing what kind of bidding that I want to do, and then the series of campaign settings, choosing the network, choosing the location, language, audience, all of that, and then the keywords. Okay, so I can add the keywords and ads, and choosing the budget. Okay, so once we are done with all this budget and stuff, and you click on next, and here is where Google is going to check if there is any errors in your campaign. Okay, so if there is any errors in your campaign, you will get it highlighted here. Okay, and also here at this stage, Google will make some suggestions. Okay, to add this, add that. Okay, so to expand your advertising, expand your budget. Okay, so add more keywords like that. Google will give you some suggestions. Okay, so you can make use of those suggestions if it is actually sensible and stuff. Okay, so it's not that all the suggestions that Google make you should follow. Okay, so if it actually makes sense, it actually adds more value. You think for your campaign, yes, it is good, then you add it. If not, you can just leave it. Okay, so let's just wait for a minute for Google to complete this check. Okay, and tell us if the campaign is good to go or not. Yes. So if the campaign is good to go without any errors, you'll find this publish campaign button. Okay. So if not, you will not find this publish campaign button. Okay. So instead, you'll find the list of errors. Okay. So now Google has some recommendation. Okay. So Google says that improve your ad copy. Yes. Add more headlines. Yes. Okay. So that's a good suggestion because my ads, what I created is a very simple ad. Okay. So I can create more headlines. I can make it more engaging. Okay, and then add more content to your ad using site links. This is also a good suggestion, and call outs and stuff. And also Google is suggesting me to expand to Google Display Network. Okay, so I don't want to do that. So like that, there are some recommendations by Google. Okay, so if I think that is good recommendations, I will use it. If not, I won't. Okay, so that's about your campaign creation, and this is the review page. Okay, so in the review page, always spend some time on the review page. Okay, so where you see the whole thing what you've done. Okay, so what was the campaign name that you have chosen, what is the campaign type that you have chosen, what objective. Okay, and then what is bot bidding. Okay, and what are the different networks that you're running ads in, what is your location targeting, language targeting, audience targeting, all of that, and keywords. Okay, say here I've added 10 different keywords and I've created one ad, and what is my budget. So basically whatever we have done so far while creating this campaign will be visible in one page. Okay, so don't be in a hurry to publish the campaign. Always spend a minute to review the campaign whether you've done everything right. Okay, so so that you just cross check. Okay, so whether you have justified the things that is asked for this particular campaign creation, and once you're done you can publish. So now we're not publishing this campaign. Okay, so once we publish, it goes for review as in Google is going to review ad. Okay, and then it has to approve it. Okay, that your ad is not violating any policies or okay. So once the Google approves it, then this ad is going to be live, showing to people on Google. Simple. Okay, so this is how you craft a Google ad campaign. Okay, so we have seen a gist of it. Okay, so we've understood basically what is uh, search engine marketing. Okay, and how does things work inside it. And we have, for a business scenario, we have created the campaign also. Okay, so now let us move on to some questions that is posted. Okay, so this is about Google Ads, guys. Okay, so I'll try to answer your questions. You can post if you have any questions related to this. Okay, so the first question that I've got is, we're done with the practical changes. If there's any charges from Google. Okay. So let's say you publish this campaign, Prabhas. Okay. So after you publish this campaign, okay, so then it goes live. Then your ads are shown to people. Okay. So when people click on your ad, that's when you're charged. Okay. So not before that. Okay. So you're charged when people click on your ad. Okay. So that is about the charges. Yes. Okay. So next, 24/7 available, 24 hours available, which is this ads. Yes. Okay. So it's a tool. Okay. So that is available. Okay. So you can use it. Okay. So you've given the USPs. Good suggestions, guys, Sarah and Janani. Okay. So I think you've posted during the ad creation. Good suggestions. And yes, the next question is about the long process. Yes. Okay. So this is a long process, guys. Okay. So long process, actually, we have seen a gist of it only. Okay. There's more technical aspects to it. Okay. So in your full-time digital marketing course, you learn a lot of things about Google Ads. Actually, you spend, couple of weeks at least learning Google Ads. Okay. Because there's so many nuances inside it, because you handle budget, you should be very cautious. How do you plan it? How do you structure it? So many tasks and things. Okay. So it's a very vast area to work. Okay. But it's very important. Okay. So, and the next question, is this class available at Excel? Yes, actually, these are all parts of our digital marketing course for us. Okay, so we are having a gist of all that. Okay, so in our full-fledged digital marketing course, we have more intense learning on these aspects. Yes, we can. You can create on your own campaigns, but you should be learning Google Ads. Okay, end to end. Okay, so we've learned on the whole from an aerial view. Okay, so when you dive deep in, there are so many more things to learn. Okay. So yes, so you will be charged when you get a click from that ad, guys. Okay, so not before that. You will be charged when you get a click from that ad. Okay, so of course, while creating an account, you have to set up your payment details. Okay, so and you can use this Google Ads like a wallet. You can recharge the Google Ads, and as when people are clicking over a while, Google will start charging money from that. It's like that. Cool. Thank you, Prabhas. So guys, any other questions you have? You can let me know. Yes, when you're getting a click from Google, you have to pay Google GST. Okay, so the whole concept is based on pay per click. Okay, so when someone clicks on your ad, then you have to pay Google. Let me show you once again. Say, for example, I click on this ref. I'm not clicking, but for example, when I click on ref will have to pay a price to Google. If I click on on-roads, then on-roads will have to pay a price to Google, like that. Same way, when we run ads, it is shown to people. So when people click on it, we have to pay. Cool. Yes, okay, that is based on the type of ad. Yes, right, Navya. Okay, so that is based on the type of ad, considering this search as an ad. Okay, so the cost that you see inside your keyword planner. Okay, so based on your bidding, let's say here for this campaign, I've said the maximum price that I want to pay is 20 rupees, right? Okay, so based on the data that I have. Okay, so each market is different, each minimum bid and maximum bid is different. Okay, so based on what strategy that you are opting for, the cost is going to happen. Based on what business that you are into, your cost is going to happen. Okay, so you can set that too. We have set, okay, so in the very beginning we have said that you're going to spend 20 rupees max, right? Like then you can set that too. Yeah, so if they come back immediately, then that's not going to be considered as a click. Okay, so that is there. So no, for showing ads, you're not going to pay anything, sir. You're only going to pay for when somebody clicks on it. It's only PPC, only pay per click. you're not charged for impressions at all in Google search campaigns. In display, you'll be charged for impression. In search campaigns, you're not charged for impressions at all. You're only charged for clicks. Okay, cool. Thank you guys. Yeah. So yeah, Sushmita. So that's it from my side. So good day, guys. We will meet in the next session where we're going to be exploring about social media on Monday. We have a couple of more sessions in this program. In digital marketing, you have more sessions on different other topics. In digital marketing, you have a couple of more sessions. We will continue with that on Monday. Good day and good night, guys. Sushmita, you can take it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So, like today and tomorrow, we don't have a session. Again, we are continuing on Monday. Okay. So, students, I am just sharing the attendance link again on the chat. If you have missed out to mark an attendance, make sure that you are marking your attendance and then only drop the session. As I inform, tomorrow and day after tomorrow, it means that Saturday and Sunday you don't have any sessions. The next session will be on Monday. So Monday at 7 p.m. you have to join. So we'll wait for 2 minutes. Kindly mark your attendance. If you have not marked, then you can drop the session. Thank you. Good night, everyone. So from Raju, there is one question. My friend registered to this program and listening the class. Is he eligible for the certificate? If he mark the attendance, then only he will be able to get the certificate. So students, like 60% of attendance will be mandatory to get the certificate. As I told, make sure that you will be marking the attendance with only a one mail ID. Don't use the different mail IDs to mark the attendance. So Raju, inform your friend to mark the attendance. Then only he will get the certificate. Okay, I hope you all marked your attendance. So I can see like everyone are leaving the session. So we'll wind up for the day. Thank you. He registered and started yesterday. No issues, Raju. Ask him if he have not marked his attendance yesterday. I'll just ask him to mark the attendance at least from today. As I've shared the link, right? There, if he click on his on that link, he can mark the attendance. So there will be no any WhatsApp groups, so you don't need to worry. Whatever the LMS which we have taught you on the first day, from there only you have to join for the sessions. How many days of classes do I need to attend a certificate? Students, this session or this program is for your knowledge. Don't just learn for the certificate. I hope you are all getting what I am telling. Whatever the 15 days of schedule is there, join all the 15 days so that only you will get the knowledge. Just don't join for the program for the certificate. Okay, we'll be winding up for the day. Thank you.